Discover the province of Cebu, the gateway to 1,000 journeys. Find out the prime tourist attractions you can try to make the most out of your holiday. GTravelblog. Percent. Top 20 things to see and do in Cebu, Philippines. Number 1. Experience canyoneering to Kawasan Falls. Kawasan Falls is a tiered waterfall located in Badian, Cebu, and well known for its extremely blue water. Visitors can either hike up to the waterfall directly or book a canyoneering tour to explore the nearby canyons. Kawasan Falls on the island of Cebu in the Philippines is one of the most beautiful waterfalls in the world because of its milky blue turquoise color. This guide tells you all the best photo locations at the falls, activities such as canyoneering, how to get there, and what to see after you visit Kawasan Falls. Kawasan Falls in the Philippines is undoubtedly one of the most breathtaking waterfalls I've ever seen, and believe me, I've seen a lot of breathtaking waterfalls. It's special because the water is bright turquoise. Imagine a waterfall made of blue Gatorade, and you're not far off. There are literally hundreds of waterfalls in the Philippines, but this is one of the few that I'm aware of with this spectacular colored water. Two. Explore the beaches of Bantayan Island. The ultimate way to experience Bantayan Island, Cebu. Bantayan Island is a small island off the coast of northern Cebu. Don't be fooled by this sleepy fishing village. The beaches of this humble island exude the same charm and beauty as the famous Boracay Island. The best part is, Bantayan Island is not as commercialized and crowded as Boracay. If you want a relaxing vacation by the beach and witness one of the most beautiful sunsets, Bantayan Island won't disappoint you. Bantayan Island is blessed with several sprawling white sand beaches and calm azure waters. Most of the beaches in Bantayan Island are within resorts or owned privately, but they are accessible to the public for a small fee. You also don't need to check in at any of the resorts to enjoy the beaches. It's one of the best tourist spots in Bantayan Island. Bantayan Island also boasts two natural cave pools, the Octang Cave and the Stowe Neo Cave. A natural cold spring feeds both caves, so you can expect chilly water that's great for cooling off after a morning of beach hopping. Witness the grandeur of the Temple of Leah. Hailed as the Taj Mahal of Cebu, the Temple of Leah has become one of the most famous landmarks in Cebu. This magnificent building is a sight to behold and a favorite Cebu activity for taking Instagram-worthy shots. If you're up for a Cebu hillside tour, the Temple of Leah is an excellent place to start. Located in the hills of Busay in Cebu City, Temple of Leah is a towering 7-story building inspired by ancient Roman architecture. Said to have cost over 80 million Philippine pesos, this grand structure boasts granite floors, Doric columns, a marble fountain, and several Grecian-style statues. However, its most photographed features are the two golden lions by the main stairs and the 9-foot bronze statue of Leah, the albino Adarna, for whom the temple was built for. Similar to the Taj Mahal of India, the Temple of Leah was constructed as a symbol of undying love of Teodorico Soriano Adarna for his late wife, Leah. However, unlike the Taj Mahal, the Temple of Leah is not a tomb. The 24 chambers of the Temple of Leah houses the namesake's massive collection of antiques, art, Chinese jars, and books. The temple is open to the public, so be sure to stop by or try Temple of Leah activities and be entranced by this grand gesture of love. Discover the vibrant marine biodiversity on Sumilin Island. Sumilin Island is inarguably one of the most popular tourist spots in Cebu. Sumilin Island's most prominent feature is its immaculate sandbar that changes shape every season. The water surrounding the island is something to behold as well. The varying shades of blue and the clarity of the water will entice you to jump right in. This 24-hectare island is situated on the southern tip of the leading Cebu Island. It is privately owned by a resort, but it is open to the public for a minimal entrance fee. Sumilin Island is also a marine protected area and is home to diving spots teeming with black-tip sharks, colorful fishes, and sprawling. You have the choice of frolicking by the sandbar or going snorkeling to marvel at the vibrant underwater scenery of Sumilin. Aside from its gorgeous waters, the island also has mangroves that are home to various bird species. Flanking the beach are hectares of wide forests where you can go for leisurely hiking. You will also find a natural lake and a gorgeous cliff on either tip of the island. Blue Water Sumilin provides you 24 hectares worth of proof of how beautiful the Philippines is. Try water adventures in Camotes Island. Camotes Island in northern Cebu offers a multitude of outdoor activities for thrill seekers. Among the most popular ones is spelunking Camotes Island's Holy Crystal Cave. The Holy Crystal Cave is unique in that its chambers are naturally shaped downward. Visitors can access the chambers through a small entrance above ground, then descend 8 levels down. Well-preserved stalactites and stalagmites can be found inside the cave. Another unique feature of Camotes is Lake Danao, locally known as the Lover's Lake. Fascinatingly, the lake forms the number 8. At 700 hectares, it is the biggest in the Visayas region. Because of its sheer expanse, Lake Danao is an excellent spot for kayaking. You can also go on a sunset cruise through the lake. It's a great relaxing activity for groups and couples. Danao also prides itself on its cleanliness. You can find several free swimming ducks and tilapia in the lake. To complete your exciting Camotes Island adventure, go cliff diving at Buho Rock. The ship-like rock formations of this infamous cliff make for an exhilarating jump-off point. If you're an adrenaline junkie, you can leap off from as high as 30 feet. On the other hand, first-timers can go for the 10-feet cliff, a friendlier option that will still give you that adrenaline rush. Dive and see thresher sharks in Malapascua. Malapascua Island is a small island off the coast of John Bontoyan in the northern part of Cebu. It's well known for its plethora of spectacular diving spots in Cebu, all teeming with vibrant coral walls and large sea vertebrates. Malapascua Island is famous among locals and international tourists, especially among divers, because it is the only place in the whole world where you can dive. Thresher sharks daily. Typical day of diving in Malapascua involves thresher sharks, hammerhead sharks, blue ring octopus, and manta ray sightings. But if you're not too keen on diving, don't worry. Malapascua's attractions aren't all underwater. The island's idyllic beaches are every beach lover's dream. Indeed, apart from its breathtaking underwater scenery, Malapascua's white sand beaches are its other best feature. The best part is that the beaches in Malapascua are less commercialized than the more popular island hopping tours in the Philippines. Such as Alona Beach in Bohol and Boracay in Aklan. It has a relaxing and friendly beach vibe that makes the island even more inviting. Because of its proximity to life's piece of paradise, a day trip in Kalangaman Island may also be arranged on a site, too. Smell the flowers at Sural Garden. How to get to Sural Garden? Your start-off point would be JY Square. From there, if you have a private vehicle, continue your drive towards Busay, as the distance is actually about 12 kilometers. When you see Sibugay Integrated School to your left, turn right on the next Fort Canada Drive. Now if you take a motorbike, the charge is normally P200 back and forth. But of course, you could haggle. So be sure to secure your transpo, as going back would be tough since there are no jeepneys whatsoever with this route. Another excellent Instagram-worthy spot in Cebu's hillside is Surao Garden. Dubbed as the Little Amsterdam of Cebu, this picturesque flower farm is located in the highlands of Bisay. The colorful blooms of Surao Gardens will surely make you want to whip out your camera. And take thousands of photos during your sightseeing tour in Cebu. You can find rows of sunflowers, hyacinths, chrysanthemums, daisies, and asters in Surao Garden. The main attraction, though, is the vibrant and multicolored celosia flowers. Also known as wallflowers or cockstem, the celosia flowers that were first planted in Surao Garden have initially been meant to be harvested and sold during All Souls Day. But thanks to a fortunate turn of events, the celosias were never harvested, and instead, the farm was turned into a park. The flower farm first attracted locals who wanted to take photos with the beautiful blooms. But soon enough, the word spread and hordes of travelers began joining Surao Garden tours. Now, Surao Garden not only has rows of colorful flora, but it also features replicas of Dutch windmills, as well as a viewing deck. Learn about Catholicism in the Philippines at Magellan's Cross. If you're planning to visit the historic Cebu spots, Magellan's Cross is an excellent place to start. The province of Cebu has a rich history, and it has witnessed several monumental events. One such event is the birth of Catholicism in the Philippines, marked by Magellan's planting of a cross on the island. The Portuguese explorer, Magellan, is attributed to bringing Catholicism in the Philippine archipelago. History books tell the story of how Magellan reached the Cebu in 1521. Planted a crucifix and successfully converted the natives to Christianity. The city of Cebu soon grew around that historical site. Magellan's Cross is housed in a Spanish-style octagonal pavilion in front of the Cebu City Hall. The large wooden cross displayed in the pavilion is made of tingala wood and is said to be encasing the original cross inside of it. The unique crucifix was seen as a miraculous relic, so natives started chipping away pieces as a souvenir. To protect the cross, the 10-feet replica was built to encase it. Today, the replica stands atop a marble podium with a plaque that states that this was the very site that the original crucifix was planted on April 21, 1521. Time. Cebu Magellan Cross is a site where a Christian Catholic cross planted by the Portuguese explorer and navigator Ferdinand Magellan of a Spanish fleet upon their arrival in Cebu on April 14 or 21 depending on the source, 1521 CE. History record tells us that the Cebu Magellan Cross was planted after the natives of the island accepted Christianity included. History record tells us that the Cebu Magellan Cross was planted after the natives of the island accepted Christianity included. Cebu's king and queen, Raja Homaban and Queen Juana. However, when Magellan tried to expand Christianity to Mactan Island, he was confronted by the natives led by Lapu-Lapu with his army, and he was subdued. Take a leisurely hike to Asmenia Peak. at 1,013 meters above sea level, Osmeña Peak is Cebu's highest. The peak is one of several spire-like formations comprising the Montalongan mountain range in Dalaguete. The town of Dalaguete is known as the vegetable basket of Cebu because of the crops it supplies to the whole province. So en route to the peak during your Osmeña Peak hiking experience, you will pass by several vegetable farms and see livestock grazing the terrain. The picturesque trail to Osmeña Peak is an easy leisurely hike that takes about 30 minutes to an hour. Once you reach the top of Osmeña Peak, you will be greeted by a stunning jagged skyline. A panoramic view of Cebu's southeast coastline, and a glimpse of Negros. It can be windy at the peak, so take care not to lose your footing. Don't worry, the craggy rock formations and the breathtaking vista of South Cebu and distant Negros Oriental at the summit will surely make the trek to the top worth it. Montalongan, Dalaguete is also dubbed as the summer capital of Cebu due to its chilly climate. Many local travelers from the lowland cities come to the scenic Osmeña Peak to escape the summer heat. You may want to bring a light jacket if you'll be hiking early in the morning, as it can get cold during this time. Go on a pilgrimage to Simala Shrine. Nestled in the hills of Simala, Sibunga in Cebu is the Monastery of the Holy Eucharist, or popularly known as the Simala Shrine and Cebu's Castle Church. As the name title implies, this sprawling religious complex looks like a castle by the hillside. Simala Shrine first rose to popularity when the word spread about the miraculous Virgin Mary statue it houses. Several Catholic and Marian devotees flock to Simala to pay their respects and pray for miracles and the Virgin's intercession. As its fame increased, the church began a series of renovations that transformed their once humble chapel into a grand castle-like shrine. Today, Simala Shrine attracts foreign and local travelers. There is a testimonial hall wherein stories of devotees' answered prayers are posted. You will also find a dagutan and a candle in a lighting area, where you can light multicolored candles and say a prayer. If you don't mind long queues, you can see and kiss the miraculous Virgin Mary statue up close. Whether you're a devout Catholic or you want to admire the scenery and see Cebu's Castle Church, you are welcome at Simala Shrine. Just observe silence and be respectful while you are on the premises. Additionally, the shrine has a strict dress code. When you visit Simala Church, don't wear shorts, skirts, crop tops, or any body-hugging and revealing garments. You can join a historical excursion in Cebu with Sumala Shrine if you want to visit other tourist spots as well. December 2020, Sumala Church is now open to the public. Face masks and face shield are a must. Visitors must also observe social distancing at all times. Nestled in the uphill area of Upper Lindogon, Sumala, Sibanga, Cebu is the monastery of the Holy Eucharist, or popularly known as the Sumala Shrine. Go on a lechon food trip in Cebu. A visit to Cebu won't be complete without trying out its trademark meat, lechon. Truly, lechon is the ultimate pork dish and is one of the must-try Philippine cuisine. It is perfected by slow roasting a pig over a charcoal pit. The native pigs used are stuffed with lemongrass, tomato vinegar, and a mixture of local herbs and spices. You can find lechon anywhere in the Philippines. However, Cebu's lechon is recognized nationwide as the best. Cebu's lechon is famous for its signature crispy skin and the juiciest, most flavorful meat that will make you crave for more as soon as you taste it. Unlike other versions of lechon, Cebu's version is so savory that you don't need any sauce to pair it with. The best lechon is said to be from Karkar, a municipality 2 hours away from Cebu. If you can't make it to Karkar, there are notable Cebu restaurants and take-out counters in Mactan and Cebu City that offer lechon based on Karkar recipe. Among them are Rico's and House of Lechon. Other famous Cebu lechon joints include Zebupin and CNT. The original Cebu lechon is a popular dish in the Philippines. The Cebu lechon recipe, however, is the best variant among its kind enjoyed by many people the world over. Marvel at the sardine run in Malabao. Look Looking for one of the best snorkeling spots in the Philippines? Snorkeling in Mobile offers epic sardine ruins and giant turtles. A staple in tourist spots in the province's southwestern coast, Mobile is best known for its sardine run. Imagine swimming amidst millions of sardines in crystal clear waters. If you're lucky, you may even come across sea turtles while snorkeling. Travelers who experience this underwater marvel have described it as a breathtaking and surreal experience. What makes this spectacle even more magical is the fact that the sardines don't leave the shallows of Mobile. You can experience them all year round, even with just a pair of swimming goggles. Explore Ka Dayo Island. One of the newest tourist spots in Cebu, Ka Dayo Island is 2 hours away from Malapascua and is a beautiful tourist destination in itself. Spanning 173 hectares, you won't run out of things to see on this turtle-shaped island. Ka Dayo Island boasts mangrove swamps, lagoons, rolling hills, and forested terrain amid the Visayan Sea. The island's beautiful white sand beaches and crystal clear waters will entice you to take the plunge. There are also caves you can explore, and a cliff where you can catch bird's eye view of the island. You should also check out the Skull Cave, where you can find an actual human skull. According to locals, the cave was used as a shelter for Japanese soldiers during World War II. When in Ka Dayo Island, be sure to visit the Liag Twin Beach and the secluded Kalina Beach. Kalina Beach, in particular, is an excellent swimming spot and a great place to commune with nature. Check out Spanish artifacts at Fort San Pedro. Cebu has a rich history. Luckily, structures that give us a glimpse of the past remain standing to this day. One such structure, Fort San Pedro. This stone fort served as a military defense structure in Cebu during the Spanish occupation. The original fort was made of wood. It was later replaced with stone in the 17th century to fight off Muslim raiders. The stone structure that still stands dates today to 1738 and is considered as the oldest triangular bastion fort in the Philippines. Fort San Pedro is located in the pier area of Cebu City. It has 2 sides facing the sea and 1 side facing Plaza Independencia. The three bastions of Fort San Pedro are named La Concepcion Southwest, Ignacio de Loyola Southeast, and San Miguel Northeast. The 14 cannons that were mounted on those bastions are still there today. Now, Fort San Pedro is a museum dedicated to preserving the legacy of the Spanish government. You can find several artifacts, such as Spanish documents, sculptures, and paintings. Aside from perusing the exhibit, you can also have a picnic inside the fort or explore the walkways on the three bastions of Fort San Pedro. Join a birdwatching tour in Olongo Island. Olongo Island is declared a wildlife sanctuary. It is endowed with a diverse coastal ecosystem, a large sandy beaches, coral reefs, and a mangrove forest that is recognized as the most extensive in the whole Cebu province. More impressive, this 4,482-hectare protected island is a flyway for migratory birds. If you visit from November to February, you can go birdwatching here where you will witness 97 species of birds flocking to the island. Thanks to its hectares of mangroves and mudflats, Olongo Island is one of the stops for migratory birds coming from Siberia and China. Including several endangered species. Commonly seen here are egrets, herons, terns, kingfishers, fly eaters, and others. Birds can reach more than 40,000 during peak season, which starts from November through February. Be sure to drop by at sunrise or sunset for the best chances of seeing them as they come out to feed during these hours. The best Cebuano street food at Larcian. If you're looking for the ultimate Cebu food trip, don't pass up the opportunity to experience Larcian at Puente Osmia in Cebu City. Larcian is Cebu's 24 hours barbecue heaven. It is a market-style dining strip similar to a damper where you pick your food and have it cooked for you. The best part is that the food here is delightfully affordable. You can choose from several stalls that offer a wide selection of ready-to-grill fare. You can go for different types of pork and chicken barbecue, or have grilled seafood such as squid. When you dine at Larcian, be sure to try the savory yet sweet chorizo de Cebu. Chorizo de Cebu is pork sausage made from lean ground pork, ground pork fat, sugar, anise liquor, and several local spices. It has a distinctly red color because of the achute seeds. This mouth-watering local favorite is a must-try. Aside from barbecue, you can also taste local dishes such as lorange, a local fish stew that's perfect for chilly evenings. Admire the exhibits at the Yap San Diego Ancestral House. Built during the Spanish colonial era, the Yap San Diego House is believed to be one of the oldest houses in the Philippines. It was constructed out of coral stone, moleb, and balayang wood terracotta, and glued using egg weights between 1675 and 1700. Yap San Diego Ancestral House was initially owned by a Chinese merchant named Don Juan Yap and his wife, Doa Maria Florido. Albeit weather-beaten, the house survived many generations of the Yap San Diego clan. In 2008, it was formally turned over to the Caraval San Diego, who initiated a careful restoration of the house and opened it to the public. The two-story Yap San Diego Ancestral House now displays the treasured collections of the family, such as contemporary and ancient artworks and antique pieces such as furniture and religious icons. You can also find life-size statues and images of saints around the house. Go island hopping in Mactan. Don't leave Cebu without exploring the several islets that surround this island province's waters. Mactan Island hopping excursions often start at Hilutungan since it is the nearest from the mainland, accessible within 30 minutes. The island is a protected marine sanctuary and the province's oldest too. Hilutungan boasts excellent underwater visibility and diverse inhabitants, including octopods, crabs, and giant clams. Is Mactan Island worth visiting? Mactan Island hopping is one of the best ways to explore the surrounding islands in Mactan, Cebu. Go snorkel, dive, eat seafood, and relax by the beach. Right now, Mactan Island is a sure destination for most tourists that visits the Philippines because of its well-known resorts and magnificent beaches. Why is Mactan Island famous? Located beside the main island of Cebu province, Mactan has become one of the top tourist destinations in the country. Mactan Island is a hub of world-class resorts, breathtaking diving sites, pristine beaches, and islets that are home to Philippines' luxury resorts and unique Filipino dining experiences. Mactan Island lies across the Mactan Channel from Cebu City in the southeast of the Philippines. It's a modern place but has retained its greenness and has some lovely sandy beaches and good diving spots off the neighboring islets. Mactan has a long history with many stories. The most frequently told is about the Battle of Mactan in 1521, when Portuguese-born explorer Ferdinand Magellan was killed. Mactan is well known for producing guitars and other musical instruments. It's also home of Mactan-Cebu International Airport, the country's second busiest airport as well as the country's largest export processing zone.